Good stuff. Good stuff. Good science. Okay. What were we doing before I started absolutely messing around? Science! That was aggressive. It was aggressive. It's aggressive. Oculus says you've been spoiled already a couple times, right? For Ocarina of Time, I feel like there was something, right? I feel like there was one thing very early on. Maybe. But honestly, not in the last... Probably not in the last... At least not in the last week. Maybe not in the... Or like seven episodes, I mean. Maybe even 10 episodes. I don't know. I feel like there was a small spoiler that I got early on, but I might be wrong about that. Okay, so. There's some science. What do we want to do next? We should probably... Inventory's better now, right? After I just did all that. We still have a hard drive to scan, and I think we scanned one already. Yeah, okay. So we just added a new one. Wait, can I remove it? Wait. Shit. I think a hard drive is required for one of the researches that I was going to do. Fuck. Probably should have kept that. Maybe we all just thought you didn't understand something, but you did. Ooh. You should I was going to say you should DM me, but that would just guarantee that I know what it is. Yeah. Don't say more. Maybe not. Not bad enough for you to remember for sure in this moment, which is good. Yeah, exactly. Tony clipped it. Let's go, Tony. Thank you. Thank you for clipping. Okay. So the hard drive we just got, I think is this one. Yeah, because we were just looking at that one. So automated speed wiring. Automated wiring. Normally made via one rotor, stator, and 20 cables. Instead made with a high-speed connector and 40 wire. It does make 4 rather than making 1, so it makes the stators go twice as far, 2 stators for 4 rather than 1 for 1. I don't know that I love that, though. It makes the speed go up a little bit. On the other hand, iron to make copper wire, to make wire, is funny to me. I don't think that's good either. It's slower, which is maybe not particularly important, but it takes iron. 1 iron makes 1 4/5 wire, when currently we can just use 1 copper to make 2 wire. That seems trash, but I might be wrong. Who knows? I'm always might be wrong. Who knows? Okay. Cool. Tony, Mog Demon clipped it as well. Thank you. More people trying to clip it, the more clip worthy. Oh man, I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Okay. So we should probably go check on our fuel because I don't remember where I left our fuel. Like in what position I left it. I'm kind of just like kicking around until my Oh, this is interesting. Wait a second. That is interesting, actually. Wait a second. That is interesting. Wall and floor attachments for Hypertube. We're going to add those to the cart. Hi, Just Moon B. How's it going? Hi, Churum. Happy New Year. So the two main things on my list are to redesign our bus, which is a big problem, or start fucking around with trains, which could be just more fun. But we're gonna have to redesign this bus eventually. Like, it's just gonna have to happen. So the other thing we could do is buy some stuff for science if we needed it. We don't want to make it. Speaking of that, let's just start there. I'm in a little bit of like paralysis position in terms of like, I don't know what to do next. Logistics takes 200, 300. Okay. Well, first off, we can just do some of these, so we probably should. We need rubber. We'll just do this. Now we need encased industrial beams and modular frames. The other thing I could think about doing is just grabbing whatever else we can make.
The Fixmas tree stands as a monument to inefficiency.
Oh boy, I'm dissatisfied with where I am currently. Let's go do this real quick and I'll just think. Happy New Year, Chiram. Did you make it to midnight? New Year, same old me. Same old factory that I'm just dissatisfied with. I think we probably need to design this new the new blueprint for the bus, because otherwise I'm going to put it off literally forever and we'll never beat this game, and that's not what we want. So we need to progress. We need to see what's next. We need to do that. I had to put an alarm 5 minutes before midnight. Okay, I need 300s so that I have a couple extra in my inventory. We need modular frames, which are right over here. Nope. Nope. Dissatisfied? It looks more clean than how I built it. That may be true. That may be true. Ignore this part right here. But here's the thing. I've built a factory that is a mess to navigate, expand, and all of that, you know? I need 400, so that's 100. I built a factory that's just truly it is a mess to navigate and to, like, it's blueprint, for lack of a better word. It's like, its size will eventually be truly, like, non-navigable, potentially. So that's not good. And I need to figure out what to do about that. If I just run down the belt here, I could. I only have 100 more to go. Only found my modular type build with the new update. Still, like you said, it's hard to navigate. Yeah. The thing is, I have some ideas about how I might be able to change it up. And I actually have one idea I've sort of been cooking on for like a month. After one of our recent streams, I had an idea. What? Why is this one making smart plating? It shouldn't be. It should be making this. That's weird. I mean, it doesn't... Neither of these two have an input anyways, because we didn't have enough steel beams, but... Yeah. I imagine that's quite common for a first playthrough, because you can't plan a layout for things you don't exist. What's the IRL version of this problem? There's got to be an IRL version of this problem, right? Like... It's probably like I went to college for something that I thought was cool, but I didn't know that I didn't want to make it my career. You know, like what's the like the version of your real life where you don't know what the problem is that you're trying to solve until you've already built a bad solution for a different problem, you know? I did that for IT. Yeah. You're like, maybe that moving into a new apartment without knowing the floor plan. Oh, even better. Buying furniture or like designing the layout of your new apartment, but you haven't even seen the floor plan, or like you make some assumptions about the floor plan that are wrong. Opening lots of Christmas presents and opening lots only focusing on one of them. Oh yeah, or like making plans for the Christmas present you're gonna get before you even know if you got it, and then you don't actually get it. I don't know. Okay, big red button. That's exciting. You can always do that. Get more tools. Logistics Mark IV. That gives us conveyor lifts Mark IV.
The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you.
I don't know about that.
They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
I need a wonder star to make this work. Okay, so we've got the truck. Buying stuff for a kid before they're even born. Any code base where I didn't think things through for growth and I have to rewrite a bunch of shit. Did you have to do any of that for card stuff, Luke, when Ikelos got like 5,000 million cards? Select this one. You know what? No, fuck it. We're not even gonna look at it. How do I unselect it? I don't even want it selected. I want it unselected. So it doesn't even show up on my screen. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go run over and take a look at this blueprint. It's time to get serious about it. I need to talk through my ideas and test them, frankly, to see if anything that I'm talking about will work. That's what we're gonna do. Put the parachute on. Put the parachute on. Put the parachute on. Not so much the Ikelos stuff, but I have rewritten a bunch of stuff. Yeah. I did a decent job at the start. Hell yeah, you did. Hell yeah, you did. You know, one version of this might be signing up for a 100K trail race next year when you're currently running about 18 miles a week. Maybe that's a version of it. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, are people familiar with what I say when I say I'm going to redesign my bus? Like, my bus design currently is, like, belts that go through the middle of the factory on, I think, 32 lanes, and they stack vertically as you get more, and then you split from the bus to bring them over here to make a design to then bring things back to the bus. It has, at its core, a potentially flawed premise. Which is the idea that I should belt things at all. But I like that for now, and I kind of want to keep it. I'm thinking about redoing it to put all of the belt kind of storage underneath, and then find a way to use... find a way to use... I gotta put my... jetpack back on. Is bus in this game like the bus in Fortnite? Exactly the same. Exactly the same, truly. And then find a way to use these as a way to bring... Say there's a bus of material. Should have done that in a different spot. We're just drafting some stuff right now. This is our shitty first draft of a novel that we're gonna change later. The character's name isn't even gonna be the same next time we see them, you know? But something like this, I already don't like it, but whatever. And then we need to go up through this. So we bring this down, bring this here. It's going the wrong direction, I just realized. But put this on, bring this over, connect it, and then it takes it out, you know? How do I reverse it? Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it? Nope. Hit, Actually, I don't know if I can reverse it. Can I reverse it? Do I have to have the other half built first? Let's find out. I live in blissful ignorance of what a bus in this game is. It's true. True. Okay, what if we do that? I mean, technically, it'd probably go that way, because I'm envisioning, like, this, then that, then that. This will at least look nicer. I don't know if it will solve our problems. This is actually working. Perfect. Hell yeah. So, then we do this. Then we do this. The bust material goes in there, up, and then it's clean and nice. And then when we want to bring something back down, we just do the same in reverse. We've built some shit over here. We bring it back in. And we can put these anywhere. But, like, we need to add it to, like, a line, like, over here. Chuck it there. We need to build the bottom first, which I find funny. Is there a way to... Let me... Hold up. Oh, it's just R. I hit the wrong button earlier. Listen, it's been weeks since I played. My bad. Okay, so R. And then to bring it down, we do this. And then we can just, like, add it to, like, a belt. Wherever it needs to go. However, check this out. I had another idea. Oh, my God. Did I not buy this? I don't think I bought it. I literally just was going to buy it 2 seconds ago. Shit. Okay. Back to the drawing board. BRB. Be right back. I was going to buy some stuff that had to do with the hyper tube. Because one of my concerns about this design, it's probably the most minor concern. I just hit the wrong button again. Tried to hit C. I hit V. One of my concerns about this design is that it hides the mess, but it doesn't actually solve the problem of, like... Sorry. My minor concern is how am I going to get up and down between the two levels of the bus super easily? Well, first off, I didn't know, but it turns out they have a hypertube floor that you can buy from the Awesome Sink. So the Awesome Shop. So that is just an easy way. You just build tubes as part of the blueprint, and then you have an easy way in and out every time you... So that part I think we can solve really easily. What is probably a more major problem that I am not solving when I should be is how, like, I am just going to have, if things continue as is, oh, I need the coupons in my inventory, then I am going to have a bus the size of fucking Texas and it's going, the bus itself is going to be the size of Texas, and it's going to sprawl across the entire map. And that's not good. Hypertube wall and hypertube. Okay, perfect. So we have to think about that part. I have to think about that part of it, which is like, how do I make this more efficient to run around and get stuff? How do I make it more... I think we can solve... One of the problems that I think we should solve is we should chuck dimensional depots everywhere, but we should also chuck probably the, like... One second. Let me think. We should also probably chuck... Like right here. We're putting iron rod out. However, sometimes you need to grab 1,000 iron rod for the hub. So what you probably need is also... Manufacturer's new, few power generators new, conveyor belt Mark IV and that thing are new. You probably just also need one of these, like here. Splitting, going in here so that you can grab a couple on your way by, rather than doing the thing I just did to go grab 400 modular frames. So that's worth considering. I think we can solve that problem. It'll make it easier to run around and grab stuff. It doesn't solve that my bus is going to be the size of Texas. So we'll see how what we do on that front. But Alibi Fire Assist doesn't seem like a real problem. Shit, I don't know what part you were talking about. Just Moon B says, I've never heard of a bus system in Satisfactory, but I don't really watch videos and don't scroll Discords. I usually just play to play it. This is a game I find more enjoyable to just play and explore. Sorry, play and experience. If I have questions, I'll pop online or ask another friend who plays. Yeah, I mean, you probably know this by now, but I also have not. The reason you may not have heard of a bus in Satisfactory might be that you don't pay a lot of attention to what's happening online around this game, and it also might be that nobody does it because it's a terrible idea. I think that's really possible. Okay, we need to add make a truck to the list because I want to do that. We're going to make a truck. It's going to be a Ford F750. We're also going to put hypertube floor hole and see if this works. Is this... This is going to work. I need to... Wait. I need to put the exit. This is going to work. I don't know how I want to do it, though. Do I want to do it like... just... this? Did I do that right? I probably did that wrong. Also, they do take power, which is something I did not fucking think about. Shit. Okay. They do take power. However, power will probably run under... power will not run underneath because we won't need power underneath. We'll need power above. Great guy. 82, thanks so much for the... Buildables in a designer cannot be connected to world buildables. Well, that's fine. I just need to make sure to work. What? Buildables in a design... Okay. I mean... Well, that sucks, though, because then I can't connect these two, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we're just going to have to assume that would work. I wanted to see how easy it would be to move through it up and down when powered on. If we do one of those per every 4x4 square cube, then we'll always have a quick way to be like, we're working. Zip down, get the work done. Probably just zip up, get the work done. That could use redesigning, I'm not sure, but... Oh, hi Clampery, how you doing? How you doing? So that part I like. Here's the thing I'm not sure about. And I have an idea on this front because the other day when we needed to bring some ore home from a long ways away, I discovered something, which is that you can just use these sort of as belt storage, you know? Like that right there will hold 60 items per minute the same way a belt going all the way across the factory will hold 60 items per minute. And it upgrades at the exact same rate. So, like, I can do 450 here. I don't know if it's cheaper. It's probably twice as expensive, in fact, but we'll see. I don't know what to do with that information. I have that information. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how we turn what I just built into something that's better than this. Hi, Lumella. How's it going? How you doing? I also need to solve the problem of I tend to make a belt that's got like 120 on it or 240 or whatever, 270 or whatever. And then I'll split 60 off of it and let 60 continue if it's 120. Which is not a good system because eventually when your bus is the size of fucking Oklahoma, by the time you get to the panhandle of Oklahoma all the way over here, Oklahoma's the one with the panhandle, right? Then you get a belt that has 30 on it, a belt that has 70, a belt that has, and it's all just like a mess. And it's like, do I use smart splitters to then always make sure? Maybe that's what I do. I don't even know that it needs to be smart splitters. It can just be a merger. Maybe I need to be using mergers to... Multiple states have panhandles, actually, but yes, Oklahoma's one of them. Well, I know that, like, Florida's got a panhandle. What else has a panhandle? Does Delaware have a panhandle? I just meant Oklahoma's the one out by, you know, out by that part of the states. Shape of Delaware. Delaware is kind of the handle of the pan. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, Texas has a panhandle as well. Joyce is like, give Texas its due. We got some panhandle ass states. Nebraska's got a panhandle. They'll give a panhandle to anybody these days. You got to be kidding me. West Virginia's got one. Is that true? Huh. Okay, I call bullshit on Nebraska having a panhandle. With peace and love, what part's the pan, what part's the handle? You tell me. I call bullshit on Nebraska in general. Frankly, Texas, I'll be honest with you, even that's a little bit of a stretch. But like, oh, they say everything's bigger in Texas, but I guess it's tiny. But like, you can kind of be like a handle, a big ass pan. Oh no, wait. What part's the panhandle in Texas? Oh my god, my cam's on, by the way. Oh. Panhandle's the top part of Texas? No. I don't know. I feel like the panhandle's got to be the thin part over here. At least you had clothes on. It's true. No part of this makes sense. If you want a panhandle, I think Florida's panhandle does make... Not to give credit to Florida, but I guess I'm giving credit to Florida. I mean, the Florida part of the panhandle makes sense. That's just West Texas. And this is the panhandle? Where does the panhandle stop? Does it stop right here? Or does it stop right here? I feel like it stops right here. But then this is the handle, you know? Then any Juddy Outy part is the handle. Who's giving these people panhandles, you know? I don't know. Oklahoma does have the... Oklahoma has the... That's the definition of a panhandle, for sure. You're right. Florida does not deserve credit. The Oklahoma panhandle is amazing. That's a handle. Handle, pan. This conversation is so American. I mean, it is about American states, so I don't know how it could get any more American. Yeah, I agree. It is American. That's a panhandle. Somehow the word panhandle is American in nature to me. They not have pans other places? I will agree that I think pan and handle both have American sounding. I don't know if they are American in etymology, but they are. They're certainly American connoted or like coded. Okay. All right. Hold up. I have an idea. Can you build a second one of these? I don't remember. You can. Okay. I have an idea. This is probably a dumb idea. Let's just build two versions at once. I feel like we gotta spend the time on this because if we don't, we're just gonna continue with a bus that I hate and don't really understand. until we're, you know. So we've lost our minds. The player's in the way. That's true. I'm just trying to get an angle for the. Is that lined up like perfectly? First fucking try too. Holy shit. West Virginia has 2, but we only call 1 the Panhandle. I am gonna very quickly Google the state of the shape of West Virginia. If you built 2 of those, isn't that like crossing the Ghostbuster streams? I don't know what the Ghostbuster streams are. What the fuck is going on with the shape of West Virginia? What? What's a Ghostbuster? I mean, I've heard of crossing streams, but that has always been a reference to peeing beside another person who is peeing. In my, like, crossing streams has always been... What the hell is going on with West Virginia and this shape of it? I just feel like that shouldn't be. This has got to be the Panhandle, right? Probably the top part, right? Is the top part the Panhandle, or is this other part? Panhandle's here. The eastern part, the Panhandle? That's not a handle. It's a handle that fell into the fire and melted. Every state looks ridiculous. Hear me out. I disagree. The only... You know what? I will do a tier list of the state shapes. I will do it. Kansas is just a slightly rotten brick. I think Kansas has the most ideal state shape. It's a square box. It's an Amazon box that got kicked by the delivery driver. Yeah. A civil war is what happened to West Virginia, by the way. Oh, shit. I don't know my West Virginia history very well, or my history very well. Data Schmuck, thank you so much for the follow. Original Ghostbusters movie, they blast the ghosts with a stream of energy and warn each other to never cross the streams. Oh wait, so it is a joke about peeing. Okay, we're gonna build 2 of these because I want to try some things. That's only 3. Oh boy. Okay, so that's what we got first. We've got, you know, walls up and down the side if you want. How many squares is it before you do this again? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You don't think the most ideal state shape is a rectangle? Wait. I was kind of thinking that... I'll be honest with you, I was kind of thinking Kansas was the most straight state. You know what I mean? The most square state. What? Is there one that's more? Wait. Oh, it's probably... Wait. Hold up. Colorado more? I was going to say, Colorado probably is. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. Colorado is more square, but it is not... I was going to say the same thing. Oh, wait. No, never mind. You said something different. They're actually not pure squares. Because we live on a round globe. They're actually not square. They appear square on some maps. And I don't even know that they actually appear square on most maps. Does that mean there is a corner? Is it marked? Oh, I think it just means that wouldn't it mean that the top and bottom lines of the square are of the the top and bottom sides of the square are not actually straight lines? Square no, rectangle yes. Wait, am I being wait, hold up. Am I being dumb? You're correct that it isn't a square, it is a rectangle. But isn't it that there is no... If you walked a perfectly straight line across the top of it, starting in one of the top corners of Colorado, wouldn't it actually curve to the right because of latitude lines? Straight relative to what? Relative to like... Don't fuck with my brain like this. Straight relative to what? I'm saying you could walk two different types of lines. You could walk directly across the latitude line, which marks the northern border of Colorado, which is not actually straight. Or you could walk without veering any degrees to the left or right. You're taking the Earth's curvature into account, shouldn't we all? Straight relative... straight relative to my least straight friend. There's a stream idea. Walking state borderlines to see if they're straight. You know what? There's just a stream idea. We're going to disprove that the Earth is a globe. If you're using a compass and always walking west... Right, but you wouldn't want to use a compass. That's a great point. Walking along the compass line, assuming the compass is 100% accurate, would actually walk you across the latitude line. Am I not crazy, by the way? Look at the line above Nevada. That is straight. Please somebody tell me I'm correct here. Isn't this not an actual, like, by not a straight line, I mean, it curves because the globe curves, right? Like, if you stood in this corner and walked, not west, but if you walked in a straight line, left, not west, but left. Aren't a lot of these straight lines based on latitude? Exactly. They all are. Or a lot of them. Like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I think most of them are. It follows the latitude line, but so would you if you walked east or west. Right, but I'm not saying walk east or west. I'm saying go to this corner. Okay, let me find a better picture. You know what? We can do this with the four corners thing, which is right here. I need a picture that isn't 200 freaking pixels wide. So, am I not correct that this appears to be... Okay. So because of the way we map the real world onto two-dimensional or three-dimensional shapes, this is a 90 degrees angle. If you go here, by the way, I have been here. For those of you not in the States, if you didn't know this, this is a place called the Four Corners where you can stand... Oh my God, it's another 200 pixel picture. You can stand in like at least two states at once, depending on how you do it. You cannot perfectly map a globe onto a two-dimensional plane. Yeah. So, and the problem with that, right? Am I wrong here? Isn't the problem with that this is a 90-degree angle? This is a 90-degree angle. Like if you really get down to it, like if you zoom way in, that's a 90-degree angle. But if you walk this way, according to these two lines, you're not actually walking at like direct... How do I phrase this? You're not walking at a 90-degree angle... Oh boy, how do I phrase this? Oh, how do I even talk about this? My brain fucking hurts. This is a like two-dimensional flattened image of a these lines are actually overlaid on a three-dimensional globe that has all sorts of... Oh boy. The line doesn't stay at a 90 degrees, you mean? I think that's how it is. When you draw a 90-degree angle on a sphere, is that still a 90-degree angle? You would be, though? Okay, but if you take this line... Hold up. Let's get paint open. If you... Oh, boy. If you... 2 seconds. What would change is the elevation. Okay, okay. Hear me out. Maybe this is the way to do it. If you walked 20 meters this way, right? 20 meters left or west, you would be, I think, at the same latitude line, right? You'd be at the same latitude, but latitude is only distance from the North or the South Pole. You would be at the same distance from the North Pole, the same latitude line. However, you would have very slightly veered if you had stood at this 4 corners and laid down 4 90-degree angles and pushed this one, called this one 90, 180, 270, called this 270. If you were to follow the 270-degree marker for 20 meters, you'd be standing in the exact same spot as if you just walked west for 20 meters. However, if you walked for 20 miles, 200 miles, 2,000 miles, I'm pretty sure the way the globe works, because we're not at the equator, that you would not have walked a perfectly straight line, that you actually would have veered a little bit up from 270 degrees. It looks like a straight line, but that's because we're zoomed way the fuck in. And because this is a flattened version of a globe. We're actually... I need to find like a 3-dimensional picture of a... I don't know how to describe this. Wait, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Okay, hold up. Okay, so like here, oh shit. Here, the equator, right? You walk this way. That's at 270 degrees or 90 degrees, no matter what, right? But if you're like up here, I don't know how to describe this any better than this. Jesus Christ, my brain is not meant for this. Like these squares of latitude and longitude, right? These are actually not rectangles, because the top, like this one right here, the top is actually thinner than the bottom is, right? That's happening not because these vertical longitude lines have gotten have strayed from a 90-degree angle. It's because these ones have, right? Or am I wrong? My brain hurts. I don't know if it matters on a small surface, though, but sure, I get what you're putting down. Oh, it's not going to matter on a small surface. Who am I to call something straight? You can curve on the z-axis, move on the x-axis, but you don't move on the y-axis. This part hurts my brain. I don't know which of the lines are what. A straight line due east or west is precisely a straight line only on the representation on a... Only... Is a straight... Okay. Precisely a straight line only. Only the representation on a Mercator map that looks wrong. What if you were 20... Oh, Data Schmuck might be getting there. Okay. One second. This is an interesting question. We're going to all walk away from this being flat earthers, by the way. I'm kidding. Okay, so take the thing I just said about the 4 states, right? But here we go. But now you go to like right here. You're at like latitude 1. Yeah? Latitude like 1. Like you go down just a little bit. If you walk west, you're walking in a circle. Because your compass is pointing here. You're walking in a circle, right? You're certainly not walking a straight line. Yeah? You're walking and your compass is you're walking on water or ice. So here it's really dramatic. You're walking in a circle. If you continue to do that closer and closer to the North Pole, you're getting like you're walking in increasingly small circles. It's still a straight line. It is a straight line only. Yeah, are you walking? It's a straight line. Are you walking straight though? You're walking straight west, but you aren't walking straight. It's a straight line when mapped onto a map. It ain't straight. You're fucking having to work a lot harder on your left foot than your right foot so that you can keep turning the corner, you know? It's a line of constant bearing. I would not call that a straight line. I would say, but who knows what the fucking terminology is. I would say you're following a constant bearing. Absolutely. But you're not walking, like, if we talk about, like, protractor straight, right? You're not getting out the protractor and being like, I'm stepping at exactly 90 degrees every time. No, you're going like 110 degrees or 120 or whatever, you know? I don't think you'd ever turn, though. You don't think you'd ever turn? Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So let's zoom way in, right? Let's zoom way in. You're standing directly on the North Pole. I'm talking 0 feet in every direction from the North Pole. You are on the North Pole. Take one step, one stride south in any direction. Let's call it this line, right? This line. This line. Take one step south. In order to get... then you pull out your compass. Your compass points directly the way you just came from. So you take a... So you're facing this way. You take a 90-degree turn... And all of a sudden, you're facing this way. Your compass points to your right. So your compass points north, but you're going to follow the west bearing. If you take one step west, your compass now points, one stride, 3 feet, whatever. Your compass now points northeast. You aren't walking if you walk straight. You actually have to walk in a sharp curve to keep the bearing on north. You can walk in a line of constant bearing, but that's not a straight line. No, yeah, exactly. You would be... If you walked in a straight line, you'd go off into space. Oh, well, that's... Now you're just talking about the... That's a great point, too, is that we do have the third dimension. It only works if you're on the equator, that you were walking in a, like, straight along... It still isn't a straight line, as Artifice has so smartly pointed out, because if you walked in a straight line, you'd be out here in space. A compass doesn't work like that, but sure. Yeah, I mean, compasses are wild. I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but compasses are not... Like, the North Pole, the magnetic North Pole drifts hardcore from our geographic North Pole constantly. But if you had a compass that was that accurate to the geographic North Pole, you would be taking one step this way, and then your bearing would be completely fucked up. So, like, if you're going to follow I don't know where my images are. If you're going to follow the protractor and walk 90 degrees, it's going to be off eventually. Your bearing will not remain the same. Which takes me back to my point. If you're stepping here and you're following a protractor, whatever, and you're walking directly the middle of these two 90-degree angles, you actually aren't following the state border line. You'd end up like right here, or somewhere like here or here. You know, you would not be here. You'd be here, because the latitude line curves on that 90-degree thingy. Jamie Levis says, on the equator, it's still a straight line, but it's also still walking in a circle. You're right. You're walking in a circle around something different. But the difference is that on the equator, you are following a bearing and still walking in what I'm calling like a 90-degree angle. Like, you're following your bearing perfectly and still walking 90 degrees perfectly. Every other latitude line on the globe, you're not following the 90 degrees bearing if you are following the latitude line or the bearing. Anyways, we should probably play Satisfactory, but I'm just happy that my original idea here wasn't completely wrong. I might still be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the YouTube comments or later in Discord or whatever. But Nebraska still doesn't have a panhandle. Oklahoma still has the best panhandle. Colorado still isn't a perfect rectangle. It's certainly not a perfect square. This was a great tangent. This was a fun tangent, I'll be honest. Okay. What the fuck were we doing? Okay. the method of like, how do you phrase it? How is it 2 p.m. already? Jesus Christ. The method of like, bulk quantity moving. Maybe it's trains. Maybe it's fucking trains. Maybe it's trains or maybe it's these. The problem is those only move vertically. So what we would really need to do would be to... I don't even know if I'm making sense to you guys right now. What we would really need to do would be to like... Oh, wait a second. That could kind of work. Yeah? Dude, we need to zoom out. We need to fucking zoom out, chat. Okay, hold up. Okay, let me think this through. Let me take a blueprint of this. Mind-blowing. Done. Okay, hold up. I've been thinking without portals this whole time? Maybe? What's the button? Oh, I just went right past it. Mind-blowing? Mind-blowing. Okay, hold up. So if we do this, let's say we're building our bus off of this direction, right? Rather than expand the bus, does this make sense? I think this might fucking make sense, which is rather than expand the bus this direction by building more, this way, and branching off left and right up there, maybe what we need to be doing this isn't going to line up. Fuck. Is building more... This isn't going to line up. But this way. And then every... Let me see if I can work this out. Every like little 2x4 like that is going to represent like a deviation from the bus to build something. So we build something here. And everything is gonna need these. Guys, I think we might be onto something. Oh, I don't know about it though. Is this take our problem and just move it a different direction? Oh boy. Just cheating in. Has Ryan become a VTuber? Yeah, I have. I'm changing genres. Yeah. Yeah. Bro stopped making sense an hour ago. That's true. I haven't made sense in forever. And then okay. And then the next like offset from the bus is not over there. It's actually right here. It's up in the air. Now we're thinking with latitude and longitude lines. Does that make sense? Like okay. So I'm just talking through it for my own fucking sake at this point. Do I have the ability to do this? It's like no. No. I could have swore there was a way. There's this. Did I not buy it yet? Did I not buy it yet? Okay, we'll ignore it for now. We don't even need the wall. So we move the material this way. And then when we... Oh, I don't know how this works. And then... Oh, boy. We move the material... like... Oh, that's ugly as shit, though. And I don't know how we make this. Oh, fuck. I can't tell if you're still talking about Colorado. I think it's still Colorado. Colorado's not a true square, you know that? Or a rectangle for that matter. It's certainly not a true square. I mean, oh boy. Okay. Sorry, I'm like at like a not verbal level of talking through this stuff right now. You need a way to work a splitter. The nice thing about a belt is that it has a million places for splitters to go. Here you would need to like work a splitter into... Goes in that way. So, hold up. God, that is pretty ugly. But this would be our normal. Something like that. And then if we needed to split off of it, it would be like... I think it would be like that. But then it doesn't line back up, which sucks. I think I learned something about geometry today. You either learn something correct or you learn something incorrect about geometry today. How do I split off of this stuff, though? How do I split off of this? Dang it. I was so in love with this idea. Because if you build vertically like this... Chuck everything back into the thing. Okay, as I think about this, I'm going to go check the shop because I think there might be an item over here that I need that I didn't buy yet. Did you get on that topic from the Colorado has 697 sides thing? No, is that a thing? Colorado has 697 sides? Because that might be a much better explanation of what I was trying to explain, which is that I don't think Colorado is a square. What's the Colorado has 697 sides thing? Because that's kind of making the same point I'm making. Because it don't have 4. I mean, it's got 4, but you know, is a side in geometry defined as a straight line? I feel like it's got to be, right? Like a circle has like infinite sides, or like, you know, hypothetically it does, but it actually, depending on its size, I don't know how this works. Is this the Colorado episode? This is the Colorado episode. Conveyor wall? I mean, that's kind of it, right? That's actually not what I was thinking of. I guess I was thinking of the hypertube thing. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Huh. I'm about to just... I don't want to buy everything because that's just wasting my coupons. Takes 5. The thing that would blow your mind more is how long is the coastline of the United States, as it gets completely dependent on what level of detail you go down to. As it gets more and more squiggly, the more you zoom. Oh, that makes a lot of sense to me. I love that, though. That would be a lot of fun. Is there a good, long YouTube video about that? Because I would love to watch that as I fall asleep at night. I feel like maybe we buy a gate, too. I'm just thinking ahead. We should probably buy anything that lets us move stuff in and out. These let us see, which is also kind of nice. Maybe this is the wall episode. We'll just buy all this shit. Okay. How many coupons is that? 22! I'm gonna be fucking broke! That makes sense. I mean, if you, like... On some level, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like... Oh boy. I was grabbing coupons. I need 22. If you like zoom into the level of like to a really advanced level, it makes sense that there would be more distance rather than less.
Walls are one of humanity's greatest inventions.
Okay.
They definitely stand above floors.
They definitely stand above floors. God damn it. Oh. What is the difference? Does anybody know the difference in like how you measure the coastline based on like how different we talking? It probably would blow my mind. Hi Danny, how's it going? How are ya? I gave all of chat a headache today. Okay, so we need to figure out how to do this. My brain hurts already. I feel like this could be something. Maybe it's as simple, by the way, as like delete these two. Maybe it's as simple as like, I don't know that this is better is the problem. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. As like that, like it goes back and forth, left and right, once per thing. And then if you needed something, you'd just be like, let's go up here, as if I needed something right here. If I needed something, I'd be like, boom. And then you have to have space for the splitting to happen. So you couldn't store stuff completely. You'd go like here. You'd go like splitter here. If you wanted to put it back on the belt, you'd have to go here. If you wanted to get real lazy and not use any belts, you could probably do it this way. And that's back to it. That's ugly as sin, though. And then you'd have to take one of these. I hate that. I fucking hate that. Although, on the other hand, if you do it from the side... Hold up. If you do it from the side... Is that the same lineup? I think it is. Why is there a Ryan there just smiling at me? Is that the exact same line? Oh, that is not the same lineup. That's over farther. Fuck. Makes sense. I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't remember who recommended the Lady Astronaut series. That was Anne originally. And then I think I read the first one. We talked about it a little bit on stream. I've been listening to a crazy man ramble about latitude and straight lines for 30 minutes now. You say crazy, but I think I'm starting to make some sense. You'd have to define your context about Colorado and the shapes, since we're mapping a two-dimensional shape onto a sphere in the first place. In this context, I think when you say it's not rectangular, you mean it doesn't match the definition of opposing sides being equal length. That's how I should have talked about it, Artifiz. The north and the south side of Colorado's rectangle have to be different lengths, right? Because we're on a sphere? What is the difference in the length? That's what we're talking about. They're different lengths because of the way that latitude and longitude work. That's the easiest way. I should have done that fucking forever ago. I should have said that forever ago. They could be the same length, but then the corners wouldn't be... They could be the same length, but then the corners wouldn't be square. I don't think they are the same length, though, right? Because the longitude lines are what defines the... like Colorado itself, the longitude lines form the east and west boundary, so they can't be the same. Yeah. The bottom has to be longer. I wonder how much the difference is. Length of Colorado's north and south borders. Got to be different, right? I want to know how much different. Colorado is 280. No, this isn't the right answer. However, Colorado is not a perfect rectangle because lines of latitude converge at the poles, making them closer together as they move away from the equator. Colorado's borders are also not perfect due to errors made by early surveyors who didn't have modern technology. For example, the 49th parallel zigzags between boundary monuments, and surveyors didn't end up where they thought they would when they reached the Wyoming border. That's funny. There's also human error in here. We're talking about like the theoretical geometry of it. And instead, there's also just the human surveying error of it. I love that. I love that. The 19th century surveyors laying out state borders made big mistakes. I love that I'm focusing on this rather than designing my factory, which hurts my brain right now. The state's northern borderline is about 22 miles shorter than the southern one. That is the factoid that has just made my fucking day. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. 22 miles. If you were to walk along the southern and the northern border of Colorado, they are two different. Why frozen screen? Because I was looking at my other monitor. They're 22 miles different in length. I'm so happy here at this exact moment. This is not making me happy, though. This is making me very fucking sad. This is making me very sad. You've been playing for 2 hours. How have I been playing for 2 hours? That seems wrong. Here's the next thing we need to try. Put those right in the middle. Like, if I wanted to, like, keep these consistent, they're off by that much. Like, I need to, what I'm trying to figure out is I need to have a way to, like, if I'm going to move a material this way. Because the part outside of this makes so much sense to me. If I need to build... First off, I need more space. I'm trying to design... it's just hitting me what I'm trying to do, which is that I'm trying to design a vertical bus. Is this going to change the world, or is this going to waste 7 of the hours of my playthrough? Don't answer that. If I need to build smart plating, which is the input side, right here, I put probably I put one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Probably I chuck like one of these right here. Although it's actually more complex than that because, of course, they'll have splitters because there'll probably be multiple lines per thing. So, of course, it's probably more like... I just fucked up my hotbar. Probably more like... Splitter is under logistics. Probably more like this. And it, like, goes into there. And then goes to there. I did that in the wrong way. Probably more like this. And it's not lined up. That's okay. Whatever, etc., etc. And then you just build it. And then when you're done, you get a new product and you bring it in this way and you just build a new one right here. And you just bring new product in here with a straight belt next time. This part all makes sense to me. I can pull that off. That also makes it super clean. When I need to go to where modular frames are being built, they're here. We can also even build in a little storage and a little dimensional depot spot, like here maybe. Or maybe even off to the side so that it's even easier. I guess the next question is, like, how do I move up and down the factory? Partially just jetpack. Partially ladders? I don't know. Jump pads? Maybe it's a jump pad from every... Oh, that's kind of genius. Now I'm just liking the idea because of the whimsy of it, right? Jump pad is where? Transport, maybe. Maybe it's a little jump pad like... Like that, plugged into something, and then you just like boing up to there. I don't know. Hi, Satisfied. How's it going? Oh. We're fast and loose with playing today, I think. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. Yeah, I apologize if that's upsetting to anybody. We're playing Satisfactory today, but we're always fast and loose with the playing, you know? I'm not a playing machine. How would one even be a playing machine? Only in Satisfactory could one be a playing machine. To play and to be a machine at the same time. Hopefully that's okay. I mean, at this point, if it's not okay, I'm sorry. And also at this point, you know, how many hours into this playthrough are we? If you don't think I'm going to goof off a little bit, I think we're kind of cooking, though. I honestly think the Colorado conversation expanded my fucking brain. I'm not kidding. I think the Colorado conversation was necessary. I'm going to build a vertical factory with jump pads the whole way up. New Year goofing? We're New Year goofing. With little pads that, like, bounce me from one to bounce pad the other to come up to here, and it's just going to go up. We're going to build a tower of manufacturing. I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I haven't decided yet. I need to figure out the inside part. This part all makes sense to me. It's this part. Oh, you can crouch through that. That makes sense. It's this part that I need to figure out. New Year goofing? It's a new year. We're goofing. New year, we're goofing. Okay. I think we have to do this rather than this because of the fact that we need floors, right? I don't know if we need floors. Can you hook these directly up to these? You can. That's exciting. How do you organize vertical conveyor lift movement to move? Like if we make all of these just Mark IV, they're moving 270 a minute. How do we organize that? Is that the wrong thing to do it? With conveyor ceiling mounts, we have... These are all just for belts, though. I may have to rethink my whole thing here. I may be wrong. What just happened when you jumped? The jump pad over there, or the oh boy, or my jetpack? I have super fuel on my jetpack right now. Maybe that's what you mean. Oh, the sound? This is Fixmas. The music. Okay. Oh man, I feel like Einstein's dumber cousin. Like I'm gonna get something that works here, but I would love it if I could get it quicker rather than later. Like what's the method here? Is it just like because we're gonna have to move bulk, right? Like we gotta move. I sound like a drug dealer. I'm just putting them everywhere. But, like, we're going to have to move these things in fucking... in bulk. This is all pretty nice, actually. That's pretty nice. I like that. I like that look. So then what? If we need one, we just, what, split off of it? Splitting is so weird here, though, because... What if the default, if we're not using it, then we just... put a floor thing there? We have 32 belts of stuff to potentially move if we're gonna do this. So that just seems a little insane to do. If we're not gonna move it, we just do that. Like let's try it. Like it'd be right there, which is gonna be kind of hard to see, but 8 right there. 5. Oh, that's wrong. I can't see shit. There it is. I actually can't tell if that worked. I don't think that will work because it didn't look like it was aligned. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we could do that and have multiple rows. And then if that works, which I don't know that it will, then if we need something, we could go to like here. We're gonna have to have space for splitting though. Grab the splitter. Then what? Go up? It's like in line with that one. So it's like there. And then what? Go... like that. That's not terrible, but I need the space to be able to split stuff. This factory's southern border is 22 miles longer than its northern border, and it's blowing Ryan's mind. It is blowing my mind. I don't know if this is a better solution than that. It's certainly a different solution. I think I took all my problems horizontally and I moved them vertically. Because you're still going to have to fucking, like, go a mile up to get to the 17th floor to get to the item, right? But... Yeah, how you doing? Vibe check? How's your mind? How are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying yourself? Check-in time, check-in time. If we do this, we'll have to get some lights. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Uh-oh. I don't know if anybody's enjoying themselves. Let's see. The problem, as I would say it right now, is that... I'm enjoying myself, boss. Thanks, Carly. I'm glad to hear that. Is that this method is not more time or space. It's not more space conserving than that method over there. That's for sure. I also don't know if it will connect or how easily it will connect. I don't necessarily have to have floors in here and floors out there. This could just be one vertical shaft. However, having a floor where you can do this splitting makes a lot of sense to me. I enjoy spoiler chat during Satisfactory streams. Oh boy. Chat, I'm gonna ask this as a front seat yes or no only question. Yes or no only. Am I missing something, chat? Front seat question. Yes or no? Feel free to just type yes. I'm sure I'm missing something. I probably am going to ask nothing more than that. I'm busy beating up Blastoise and Articuno. Ooh, somebody's playing Pokemon TCG Pocket. The new update is great. trying to clean out my office closet from 10 years of junk. Interesting. Interesting. Missing something about what? I don't know. I kind of asked it that way on purpose. I asked it I asked it purposefully vaguely. Because I don't really want to know what I'm missing something about specifically, you know? Because then it's just... Then it's just... That's just tell Ryan what he's missing. I don't know, man. I just don't feel good enough about... I was hoping that I would feel good enough about this method or idea that I would then just try it. But I don't feel good enough about it because we're going to need 3 things there. It's going to mean, like, splitting, taking it up, then doing this, which just all of a sudden, like... All of a sudden, it just feels what? Although, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're doing it. We got to figure out how we're going to do it vertically. So let's just send it. We're going to try a vertical bus. We're going to... The best way to fail is by learning. Or the best way to fail is by doing. The best way to learn is by failing. So here's my thought on it. I think the way I want to do it is like this. Where... Let's try just 3. 3 foundations wide. Let's go fuck it we ball. Can I get a fuck it we ball in the chat? We're doing this. We're doing... Probably just make those normal walls. I should probably just make them normal walls. But I kind of like the idea of... Oh, I can't make glass because I don't have silica. BRB. Fuck it, we ball! All right, here's my thought. We're just going to have to try it. And I think it's going to fail. But I think our horizontal bus is going to end there. And all of a sudden, we're going to build a tower into the sky. How's that going to work? No fucking idea. How are we going to transition from one to the other? No fucking idea. Ryan, are you sure about this? No, not at all. But the only way to... Where the fuck is my quartz? And it was like right here. Silica. Okay. We just have I can't imagine every single problem with this until we try it. And at the very least, it'll mean we switch from horizontal to vertical. Continuing to do the same thing is going to actually kill me, so I can't do it. So, what's the method here? I think we want it thinner, and it's going to go really wide. So this will be like 1 unit of our blueprint here. This is a gate hole wall. Allows pioneers to pass through. We try this. Do I need to build a gate in it? Like that? That doesn't look right. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. How expensive are these? Oh my god. Let's just build the Death Star. That's dope. Cool. I like this. Okay. So now we can build 1 extra thing on this side because this is just the start of our like actual building platform. So this will be where we actually manufacture things. This will be step 1 of how we do this. Real quick. Designer Blueprints Mark II. Might be time to go think about that. Because being a little bit taller and a little bit wider here would actually save us a bunch of time. Fuck it, we ball! Fuck it, we ball if you have the hours. I totally forgot about that. Ball it, we fuck? Ballin' at 8. Does watching past videos count towards watch time? Unfortunately, it does not for the sake of saying balls on stream. It works for having my eternal gratitude, that's for sure. You've definitely got my gratitude. It's just, unfortunately, you don't have the permission to say balls. I can't, I am not going to allow myself to question the why of what I'm doing. Because I'm really, really concerned that what I'm doing right now is actually, right here, is actually actively bad. But I can't let myself, like that I'm just kicking, I'm switching out problems, right? Like I'm switching out the problem of moving vertically for the problem of moving horizontally. I cannot mess with that in my brain too much or else I'll never play. 18 computers, then we need 100 of the other things, which are, I don't even think we've made those yet. Heavily modular frames. Here's my question though. Can I buy these things here? Heavy modular frames. I cannot. I can buy computers at a rate of 6 for 2 of them. That's 12. Okay. It's time to just change things up. The next question is, how do I learn how to make these? Made in a manufacturer or a crafting bench? So I can handcraft a bunch. Seems like a pain in the ass, but I can. Am I sure they weren't here? They were right here. 6 for 50. I need 100. So all I need to get this research is actually 24 coupons, which is a lot more coupons than we have. Let's do this first. I can make 2 of them. Or I could make none of these. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to buy some awesome sinks and go chuck them at the end of our factory. Quick, give me a good faction name for my RimWorld game. The faction name. Mucks of America. The north border of Colorado. How do I make this into a name? The North Bordarians. The North the latitudinal longitudinians. That's not. I want to go to here. I want to go to here. I want to go to here. How did I do, Anne? I feel like those were pretty bad names. I told you we should have been doing this forever ago, but here we are. What's the most high value thing we can chuck in here? Probably not Caterium. Probably this. They're probably stators. No straight lines. I feel like those are great. I think we could also chuck vertical framework in right now because we kind of don't actually do anything with those right now. I need high value, but I also need, we have enough of it to make it Smart plating? Seems fine. Okay, one other thing. These are our advanced wiring. Those are not made particularly fast, but fuck it. If I remember correctly, they are not. Just need something pouring into these things. These need power. Okay, done. And then they need to chuck this shit in. That should mean we get a lot more coupons a lot quicker. After just a couple more minutes of this stuff going in. We'll see. We're at 106,000 points per minute for now. Means a coupon per minute. Coupon every 2 minutes, probably. Probably about 200K per thing. That will slow down eventually. This is already slowed down. That's fine. While we do that, we can go design. I don't really want to design right now. We'll go tear this down. I want to wait until I get Blueprint Mark II. Just because the extra space, I think, will be huge. The thing we need to think about here is that the floor is going to be... One thing we need to think about is that the floor... Oh, boy. The bottom and the top are not going to line up if we do our blueprint wrong. The floor is going to be lava, yeah. Hi, Bitter Blue. How you doing? Ian, is this a new or an old RimWorld campaign? Wait, you said RimWorld faction. Is faction the other groups? Like you're naming the other groups? Oh boy. If I want the up, the down, and the bottom and the top part to align so that I can keep building, how do I do that? I could potentially do like foundation 2 meters and then just have them sort of like stand on top of each other. But that does not make sense with the thing. I could potentially just remove the top. Let's test that right now because we're gonna need to solve this. So let's test this. If we put one of these like every Oh, this is such a weird way to do this. Not lined up with the edge. But it lines up with this, which I like. All right. Doesn't matter. We'll just try this. Actually, I don't like that because we're going to take this blueprint. We're going to also add onto the sides of it as well as adding straight up. So I think they should be straight over. Like straight at the edge. When these are placed, they go all the way through. So hypothetically, if we put this piece on top of it, that wouldn't work because it doesn't need to be right here. It needs to be right there. So we might have to do 2 floors per blueprint design. which is interesting. Okay, so let's do a normal wall here. We're just seeing if we can get the blueprint to align. That's the only thing we're testing. So that's the most important thing. We might make some of those windows next time we do it, but if we do that, then oh, you bought the biotech expansion. You're doing it at the start. Gotcha. I'm gonna eat some lunch and then go to see Nosferatu with some friends. Oh, I heard Nosferatu is actually pretty good. I guess what I kind of want to test and see is like if this will. Valid aim location. Okay, so when you have so you have to look at this thing when you're putting the conveyor belt in, which makes me a little nervous because I don't know if these two are actually connecting. Chat, I'm just gonna ask the front seat question rather than try and figure out how to solve it myself. Hi, Oliver. Front seat question, yes or no? Will these right here, if I click and place this, will these transfer materials between them? Yes or no? Front seat question. Yes. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. This actually works better because now if we were to go like, you know, we do the same whole design where we probably. Okay, here's the next question. If the floor is here, that's 2 buildings tall. Will these production buildings all fit? No, we have to have at least 3 floors. This one doesn't even fit, really. Okay, so we need at least 3 floors. We may even need. I think 3 floors is fine. But we're gonna go unlock the bigger blueprint thing, and that will help. So. Perfect. We also don't have to use both floors, but I think I probably want to, because otherwise your vertical distance gets high. Okay. Dude, I'm starting to get excited. I'm starting to get really excited about this. New year, new indigestion. How we doing? New year, same old boring indigestion. I'll be honest with you. Same old guy. Just a guy. I'm hoping that I can place a blueprint inside of a blueprint designer. Because that means I can take a blueprint of this and then shove it over there, but we'll see. So if those work, then hold up. I just undid that, but we actually need to redo that because the next test, first off, that just stays. That's cool. That's actually really cool. The next test would be, we're down to 10 jetpack fuel. Fuck. What do we make it look like on this end? Like, you'd want to do this, but then it would only be up like 1, 2, 3. Like right there. So if I wanted to split off and go that way, I mean, can't I just do this? Like, okay, this is partially overlapping the blueprint designer, but that's fine because it will actually place in the real world. So that's good. Like out when we're actually building things, that's fine. And it won't be a part of the blueprint. And then once we have this there, How do we... Is it just bring it back up? Oh, look at that. It even places the thing for you. Interesting. God, I kind of wish I would have discovered this about 500 million years ago. Is it just that? And then split it off and go in? Probably. It's a little ugly, but I think it's fun. Okay. Let's go check how many things we got. We're going to need to tear all this part down. It's not going to work in our final blueprint. I hope that our final blueprint is going to be tall enough. I don't remember. I wasn't aware the game was 500 million years old. Yeah, it's a little known fact. Oh my god, we're out of materials for everything. Fuck. How many coupons? 10? I need 4 more. This is empty, empty, empty. Shit. It's alright, we're just draining the factory real quick. We're literally going to have to bring everything over to here anyways. Conveyor belt is too steep. Fuck right off. I might just take a second and just bring some more belt. This is the same guy as last year? Dang. I know, you were hoping for a new indigestion. And instead, I'm just doing my same old silly shit. Same old silly stuff. Oh, we still haven't tackled the question of how we're going to split stuff, you know? And then, like, still maintain a belt. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I have to have faith we'll get there. Could always be a new guy after the Indies. You're right. I could be a new guy after the Indies, or I could just cease to exist. Depending on if you guys fire or hire me. You have the power. Meg might take over. No. See, that I can't promise that because that won't happen. Meg is very busy. She got her own job going on. You just stop existing if you're fired. I don't have a job outside of this. You think I have a job outside of this? You guys are my whole life. You guys are my everything. Well, now it got weird. Okay. God, I'm just constantly nervous that I'm just missing something huge. You know? Think about a game like this, the further you get into it, the bigger a pain in the ass it is if you're missing something huge. I don't know that I'm nervous enough to do anything about it, but I'm just nervous I'm missing something big. You made it weird, Danny said. Wait, is that the, was You Name It Weird the name of a podcast? It was, right? Was that, is that like the Pete Holmes podcast? You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes? You made it weird. You made it weird. You made it weird. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I think I nailed that. $11 coupons. Okay. We need, I'm pretty sure, 1 more. Is that correct? 1 more? We had 12 or we had 10? Needed 24. Okay. Just tear some shit down. Not the space elevator, please. Just buying myself some new resources. I feel good about the at least what we've tried out here. I don't know if we'll end up liking our solution, but I feel good about the process. I think we've had some fun trying to figure it out. Oh, the floor is fucked up here. That sucks. Paint the town red, paint the floor orange. Oh, I hit the wrong button! That was funny. I hit the wrong button again. Fuck me sideways. I was overthinking it. Good podcast. I haven't listened to it in years, or in forever, but I loved it. Yeah, same. It was a good podcast. He Holmes is funny. Chat over your kids and wife. Chat is definitely more important than my second kid that doesn't exist. Unfortunately, you guys do fall by the wayside on the other two, but I'm telling future kid, well, it'll change when first off, if they ever get here. Probably, hopefully, I mean, hopefully not is a crazy way to say. I don't think we're going to have to. But hopefully not. This is probably a dumb use of my points, but I ain't going to have no regrets. No regrets. I ain't done, never had no regrets. 4, not planning on starting soon.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus FICSIT stock value.
Oh, they go over here. I forgot. Stock value is interesting. Those are the most expensive things I've ever bought. Especially because coupon codes only get more expensive as you go. But we have a bigger blueprint designer.
Milestone reached. The Blueprint Mark II improves upon the Mark I in every dimension, except for the metaphysical ones. This improvement was made available due to complaints from pioneers about other pioneers not being capable of managing their space efficiently. We listen to pioneers, always.
Chad, it takes the parts it takes the parts I needed to research it, which makes a lot of sense in hindsight, but pisses me off in the short sight. You know what I mean?